Hi everybody, thanks for tuning in to Test Drive Tuesday with Jim Bass Cars and Trucks. Today we are with Braulio Figueroa, everybody calls him B. He's a sales professional at Jim Bass, and we are in the 2018 Mazda CX-3 Grand Touring. What do you think about this CX-3?
So this car is actually one of the best vehicles that Mazda makes, and it sells really well for them. It's not going anywhere for a really long time. One of the things that you can notice about this vehicle is the feel quality of it, and what I mean by that is these vehicles start under 20 grand. I mean, I think we have one on the lot right now for about 15.5, somewhere around there. And you know, you're talking about the same price as a Focus, a Cruise, something like that. And just look at this thing. I mean, this is a 3-tone interior. You got leather, half leather and half suede material like. They all have the this basic setup right here, which gives you the touchscreen LCD. They are all navigation capable. They don't all come with the nav, but for about around 250 bucks, you can pick up an SD card that goes right in there, and you plug that in, and it's just plug and play. You will have GPS navigation on this vehicle, and that goes all the way up from the higher end ones, even down to the manual ones. So that's one of the things that I like about Mazda is all their vehicles are navigation capable, for those of you that have that necessity.
Absolutely. I mean, talking about that 3-tone interior, it makes for an incredible look inside here. Obviously, you see right there the great lighter color leather. You have kind of a maroon burgundy type color right there that also is on the door trim. And then getting a little bit better look at those seats that he was talking about, you can take a look here in the back, and that's exactly what they look like. You have a 2-tone leather, light leather, and then the suede material there with a little bit of the red trim as well. Just looking through the back here, you do have your speakers on the doors. Of course, you know, you have plenty of room back here. You also you have this little cover above your cargo area, and that's great for, you know, hiding all the things that you're loading into your vehicle. Other people can't see it while you're parked somewhere. You do have access to your cup holders here in the back. And then he was talking about the touchscreen. Right there is your commander control dial, right there, and that allows you to navigate that touchscreen a little bit safer while you're driving down the road. What all do you have on that touchscreen?
So one of the things that sets Mazda apart from everybody else is attention to detail, and one of the ways that they do this is, let me demonstrate really quick. So basically, when you're driving, most of the time you're going to have one hand right here. Second hand kind of falls in this general area, and as soon as you drop it in there, it naturally falls on this rotary dial right here. And this is exactly what you use to control all your infotainment system right there. It does work, you know, it's also touchscreen, which won't work while you're driving for safety purposes, but if you're pulled over, it actually will work with the touchscreen. But while you're driving, like I said, your hand naturally falls right here, and it just comes natural. I mean, this is one of those cars that you get so used to driving, and once you drive somebody else's car, you drive a friend's car or something, you're going to go to mess with the radio, and your hand's just going to go right here looking for, you know, where's that thing? And you're like, oh man, I'm not in my car, and you have to start looking for buttons up here. Another thing that they eliminate is the cluster of just buttons up here. If you look at this is a very modern, simplistic design. It's very simple, very nice and slick. You only have 3 basic little knobs right here, which basically just control your AC. Other than that, just got your USB ports and chargers, and you got your heated seats right here, your low, medium, and high settings, and your heated steering wheel, and that's it. There's nothing else on here. So it's a very clean, very nice look. Everything is controlled right here with this right hand. You click over here, you go to settings, you got your navigation settings, communication, entertainment, applications, and this has all the modern takes on media. For example, when you go to entertainment, you can go to your sources, and you can check this out. You got AM, FM, XM, AHA, Pandora. You can get Stitcher on here. You can get your Bluetooth, USB 1 and 2, depending on which port you're using. I mean, it's got everything you could possibly want in here.
Yeah, that's great. And you know, talking about the whole safety aspect of it, you know, your touchscreen does not work above a certain mile per hour that you're traveling down the road for safety reasons, and that's the reason for that commander control. But that's also a reason for all those buttons you see right there on the steering wheel. You have a whole lot of control from there as well for those that, you know, keep both hands on the steering wheel and stay safe while you're driving.
Yeah, and this car is just equipped with so many safety features. I mean, if there's one thing that Mazda does right above everybody else, it's safety, okay? And these cars are just not expensive cars to insure. These are some of the cheapest cars that we have that are, as far as insurance goes, on the lot. They have airbags all around. You can take a look around when you're showing the back seats and stuff. You can see the curtain side airbags. It's got airbags all over the place. Then you got your intelligent cruise control, which is also a safety feature, because if something jumps out in front of you, you know, you're out here in West Texas, you got deer all the time and stuff like that. Something jumps up in front of you, it'll actually apply the brakes for you. So that's also something that's really neat. You also have this heads-up display up here that's kind of neat. It pops up as soon as the car turns on. We'll show you how that happens later. It's kind of neat. You can see your miles per hour right on there. Now, it doesn't show it right here. It might be a little hard to see on the phone, but it actually shows it as if it's about 1.5 meters to 2 meters out, so that you don't have to lose focus from what you're looking at out on the street. You just glance at it right there, and you don't have to focus in on it. The numbers look like they're being projected almost out in the street. It also shows your cruise controls on, and it shows how much what your cruise control is set to. So it's a very useful piece of technology right there.
Absolutely, and everybody's favorite, of course, is going to be your backup camera, and we're going to show you that backup camera here in just a little bit. It is a full color display there on that touch screen, so you will be able to see very well on that camera. Just a few other things like he was talking about. Your intelligent cruise control, that button for the settings is on the right hand of the steering wheel. Your Bluetooth for your phone is going to be on the left hand side, along with your voice commands and everything of that nature, which you would expect inside of a Grand Touring model of a Mazda. We're just going to pull right over here and show y'all that backup camera.
Nice big display right there. Big, huge backup camera.
You get a wide lens through that, and you see your guidelines with your yellows and your reds, knowing exactly how close you are to something, so you can really, navigate out of a location or into a location if you're backing up into a parking spot. And then I guess Braulio wanted to go ahead and show you how that heads-up display comes up when you turn on the vehicle.
So this heads-up display right here comes down when you turn it off. As soon as you hit that on button, check this out. Is that cool or what? I mean, the moment somebody gets in your car, they're like, oh man, what's that? And then you got something to talk about. It's just a little cool feature that Mazda puts on there.
All right, folks, we really appreciate you, watching this video. We're also going to have our Walk Around Wednesday video featuring tomorrow, and you can look at the outside of this. And I mean, there's more features to go over. Believe me, this vehicle is loaded with features, and you really got to sit into it to feel the comfort that you can have in this vehicle. So come on down to Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, ask for Braulio. He'd be happy to help you with any vehicle on the lot, especially this Mazda CX-3.